In today's video, I want to talk about the 30-minute muscle lie and what actually works for busy professionals. So if you think you need 60 to 90 minutes in the gym to build muscle, you've been lied to. Most busy professionals don't fail because of effort. They fail because of inefficiency. It's one of the biggest excuses I always hear is, I don't have time. I have a busy life. I have so many commitments. I just simply don't have time to go to the gym. I don't have time to eat healthy, and I don't have time to build muscle and burn fat. I have just too many commitments in my life. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can build muscle in 30 minutes or less without wasting time. Now, let me go over one big myth in the fitness industry, which is the more longer workouts you have, the better results you're going to get. And the more volume you're going to do, the more muscle you're going to build. That's just not true. And I've said this in many videos that when you go to the gym, you're there to stimulate the muscle. Just because you stimulate the muscle over 3 hours does not mean you're going to get more muscle. Your body has a limitation in how quickly you can build out muscle and how quickly your adaptability of your body and your nervous system is going to respond. The reality is, when people spend 2 or 3 hours in the gym, most of these workouts are filled with junk volume, super long rest times, and low intensity sets. So not only are they not working at high intensity, they're resting so much. They're resting 5, 6, 7 minutes between sets. Maybe they're having a conversation with somebody. They're sending text messages. They're taking the time. They're watching a video. And if you're a busy professional, you don't have time for this. It's just completely inefficient. Now, let me go over why a 30-minute workout also fails. We need to get the right amount of time. Now, in 30 minutes, you lack intensity, just going through the motions. There's no progressive overload. There's poor exercise selection. You're just doing whatever just to say, hey, I went to the gym and I lifted a whole bunch of weight. There's too much variety in terms of the exercises that you're choosing because you like them, not because they target a particular muscle group, just because you like doing these exercises. And then also distractions. On the phone, you're sending text messages. So it's not that you don't have enough time. It's just that you're not efficient in the time that you have. You can find the time if you're efficient. So what actually builds muscle? What's the scientific mechanisms between building muscle? Well, I've said this in another video, it's a mechanical tension. It is by far the #1 driver of growth. What does that mean? That means time under tension when you lift the weight on the concentric positive side and on the eccentric negative side. You have to get close to failure. Have a close proximity to failure matters more than duration. By going close to failure, you don't necessarily need to go to actual muscular failure, but getting close to it, that triggers the growth mechanism. And also progressive overload over time and consistency of the same exercises consistently week to week. You're just improving and changing a particular variable. That could be meaning the amount of weight or the amount of reps or more mind-muscle connection. And consistency by far beats long sessions in the gym. And muscle doesn't care about time. It only responds to the stimulus. Again, we're going to the gym to stimulate the muscle, to trigger the muscle growth mechanism. Now, my philosophy is to focus on maximum stimulus in the minimum amount of time. If you don't have a lot of time, which I don't have a lot of time, and I assume you watching this video don't have a lot of time, we need to focus on compound movements, exercises that give us the most bang for the buck. We have to have a controlled tempo. not just lugging weights around, using momentum. We have to have that mind-muscle connection. Control the weight fully on the concentric and eccentric phases, on the positive and the negative side. And focus on the negative side, because that's where a lot of times where guys just release the weight. And then training close to failure. We want to focus on eliminating junk volume and also unnecessary exercises and just time-wasting habits, as I've said over and over again. It's such a distraction if you're scrolling on social media in between your sets and during your rest periods, or you're sending long text messages, or you're doing other things like sending emails on your phone. These are time-wasting activities, and they take away your focus of why you're really there at the gym. So, once you get to the gym, what do? Okay, first thing you want to do, you want to warm up, always. By warming up, you force blood into the muscles, you stretch the muscles, and you reduce injury. The last thing that you want is an injury. That not only will destroy your motivation, but that's going to prevent you from having the ability to even go to the gym. So it's very important to spend about 3 to 5 minutes of warming up. Now, the next thing is you want to focus on your primary lifts, the compound movements. Focus on that stuff first, like pull-ups, squats, deadlifts, bench press. You want to do 3 hard sets, about 6 to 10 reps, and you want to go close to failure. Then you can go to the secondary movements after you've done your compound exercises to any other complementary exercises that targeted the same muscles that you targeted with your compound exercises. So you did pull-ups, complementary exercises for your back, such as upright rows or just cable rows. Those are good for your back as well. And then once you're done with the complementary exercises, you're going to move on to your finisher exercises. You're going to do something like a drop set or a superset. And if you don't know what a drop set is this can be demonstrated on a cable machine where you have the pin at, let's say, 50 pounds, and you're doing, let's say, tricep extensions. And you're at 50 pounds, you go 10 reps, close to failure, you put the pin to 40 pounds, you do 10 more sets, close to failure, move the pin down to 30 pounds, do 10 more sets, close to failure, 20 pounds, repeat, 10 pounds, close to failure, and that's what's called a drop set. You want to do high intensity and minimal rest. So the whole point of this philosophy is to really save time. And a lot of the time, believe it or not, is during the rest. A lot of time is wasted during resting. Not so much executing, because you can execute reps fairly quickly. It doesn't take that much time, several seconds, as a matter of fact. It's just that people spend too much time resting between sets, and then they say, oh my God, I just spent 2 hours in the gym. You want to track your exercises in, let's say, the OC360 fitness app or some other app, and you want to have a plan. So when you go to the gym, before you go to the gym, you already have an idea of what you're going to do. You're not guessing, you're not trying to figure it out while you're already there. You're wasting time at that moment in time. You want to be prepared. So for busy professionals, you don't want to spend a lot of time at the gym. You just had a long day at work and you had a really high stressful work day. You don't want to carry that over to the gym. You want to get in and get out, have the exercises already in your head, already planned out, execute, minimize the rest time, minimize distractions. You want to focus on about 3 to 5 workouts per week. So that could be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or you could maybe do a Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can do it like that as well. And in about 3 to 4 weeks, you're going to notice some strength gains. And by 8 to 12 weeks, assuming that you feed your body with enough protein, you will see physical changes in your body. So, I just want to go over common mistakes. You want to make sure that you're lifting heavy but controlled, form over weight. You want to make sure you're consistent with the same exercises week in and week out. Don't be switching around your program. Same consistent exercises. Stick to the plan. And you don't want to skip workouts because of any time constraints. Make sure you manage your time, and you don't want to overcomplicate this. Make it basic, make it easy, make it straightforward. Don't think too much. Go in there and execute. And so the biggest mistake that people make, again, is they think that they need so much time to go to the gym. Really, you don't need a lot of time. You need to focus on your time. If you found this video helpful, please click the like button. Please share this video for anyone that you think might find this video valuable. And if you really like this content, please subscribe. I really encourage you to subscribe. I greatly appreciate it if you could. And I'll see you guys on the next one.